Hey, this is Daniel Wyatt and Jonathan Wyatt with In His Hands Contractors. Today we want to talk to you about a buyer's guide when it comes to replacing or installing a new roof on your home. Feel free to check us out on the web at inhishandscontractors.com or stop by and like us on Facebook. So starting from the most simplest, some of the things you can look for is shingle granules in your gutter, shingles laying on the ground, or if you're just simply look up on your roof and you see some missing shingles, that's a very easily telltale sign that you've got some roof damage going on that you can see before it manifests itself in a leak from the inside or from the attic. So we definitely, here at In His Hands Contractors, we definitely recommend a roofing inspection, at least an annual roof inspection once a year, if not twice a year. Lots of companies, including our company, will offer a $99 roof inspection where we'll get up and inspect all the points of your roofing, your valleys, your hips, all the stress points of your roof. Where it's most likely to wear out. So I would definitely recommend doing that.
Guys, what I would encourage you to try to stay away from is free roof inspections. That's something that most of your companies out there, your mom and pop companies, are going to offer you. That's, you know, you're not getting any bang for your buck. They're just trying to sell you something. They're just trying to get an insurance claim that may not even be there. So try to stay away from that. Anything $99 and up, you're typically going to get what you pay for. So I would try to stay along the lines of something like that. Okay, so to answer that question, what are some of the risks that you're going to run by waiting too long to get your roof replaced, which is something that a lot of people do, and they do it without knowledge that they're doing it. One of the ways that is one of the biggest risks that you're going to run is you're going to have, the first thing I tell a client when I'm meeting with them is if your roof is leaking in one or two spots that's evident, there's going to be several different spots, 10, 15, 20 different spots that are leaking that you cannot see. And if you cannot see them, that means the water is trapped. It's not able to get out. So you've got black mold spores, you've got rot, you've got things like that are going to build up. All the things that I just mentioned are all cost effective, and they're all going to cost you, if not thousands of dollars, several thousands of dollars to get removed or replaced. That's one of the biggest risks that you run.
So we recommend to every homeowner that they get at least 3 estimates and sometimes up to 5 estimates so that you can compare the different prices. And what all people are bidding to do on your roof. Also, what you should look for in that, you've got the price ranges, of course, but also what you should look for is a description. There should be a very good description in there, what all they're proposing to do, what's included, what's not included, that sort of thing there. That way you can, when you're comparing the estimates, instead of just comparing dollar amounts, what's more important is comparing the essentials, what people are including, what this person is including, what this person is not including, because you want to make sure that you get a total package deal. All of those things are a necessity. You don't want to get a bid and take it for $500 less, but this person is proposing to go over top of an old layer of shingles, or this person is proposing to not do new felt on there, and so he's crediting you $500 towards the cost. So it's very important that you compare the estimates apples to apples and not just look at the price fact.
Another good thing to look for is going to be referral numbers or clients that we can, or the company that you're working with, the contractor you're working with, can refer back to, or addresses where jobs that you can go back and you can look at the quality of work that the contractor is going to do. Typically, 99% of the time, if they're going to do the quality of work on one resident's house, they're going to do it on your house. So you can see what you're getting, make sure you're getting what you're paying for. That's the biggest question here. Are you getting what you're paying for? So basically, the question that the question that I would ask, the number one question, is this right here: Are we going to have a signed contract on the job that you're going to be performing for me? It's just like anything out there. A gym membership to a car that you're buying, you're going to have to sign on the dotted line somewhere. It's because they're a professional company and they're doing things the professional way. That's the first thing that I would ask. the thing that goes along with that is the contract is not only for the contractor, it's also for the consumer or the customer client as well. That's something that's going to protect the both of us if there ever was an altercation, or ever something that maybe the contractor did and thought was the right thing to do, but maybe it didn't add up at the very end or something like that. It's going to be something that you can hold as a customer to hold them at their word. Of course, we would like to do business on a handshake, but in this day and age, I would always have a contract. You should always be asking for licensed and bonded and insured certificates, whether that be proof of that or whether that just be asking the question and feeling comfortable with the answer. You should always ask that question. Hey, how much are y'all insured for based off the price of your home? Some people I've worked for, they have a $150,000 home. Some people I work for have a $800,000 home. Not all insurances cover up to $800,000. That's a big question that you want to ask. How much are you insured up to? You don't want to get into a contract and have your roof torn off and have $250,000 worth of damage with an insurance policy that's going to cover you for $100,000. Then you've got a mess on your hands.
So yes, you should always ask if the contractor has references available. Any contractor that really cares about their clients, that cares about the quality of their jobs, and that the jobs that they're turning out, they will always be more than willing to give you some references, whether that's sending them over by text message, by email, or whether that's providing their specific contact information for you, the client, to contact the previous homeowners or the references beforehand, so that you can get their take on their dealings with the contractor that you have in mind of using yourself.
Okay, so the question, what kind of roofing material is the best, or what kind would we recommend? I'm going to take it from shingle department because I'm over the shingle department. This is Dan, my business partner, brother. He's over in metal specialty sales, and so I'll let him take it from that department. So what I always recommend on a roof, whether it's residential, commercial, doesn't matter what the property is, I always recommend a three-dimensional roof. That's something that's going to be more hail resistant, something that's going to take the impact of hail better. It's going to be, the wind rating on it's going to be better, somewhere, from 110 to 130 on the ratio there as far as the wind ratio. But the manufacturer of the shingle is going to be your biggest thing, and that's going to be, you want to see what warranties you're getting with it, how good they are at serving their warranties. You want to see all those different things, and my personal favorite is going to be an Atlas shingle. I've done plant tours with them. They've put me up in hotels to look at their product. They're very, very confident in their product. They're very good at what they do. They're very innovative, and it's the best product for the money. So,
in the specialty metal department, what I would recommend is, of course, you have most economical, and then you have your best quality of roof. So behind me, I've got two different styles of roofs here. This is the stand and seam, which is going to be your highest quality metal roof that they offer. This is an outstanding roof that provides durability. The lifespan on this, you can get up to 70 years. It's a completely hidden fastener system, so you don't have to worry about screws backing out. You don't have to worry about the aesthetics of seeing screws on your roof or anything of that nature. Also, if you're on the bluff or got a very tall house, 3-story, 3+ stories, where you have a lot of wind, a lot of wind uplift, a stand and seam is going to work very well in that environment. To my left-hand side, you've got a corrugated. There's a couple different names: classic rib, master rib, that sort of thing. And it's a very good roof as well. It's a more economical roof, and it does not stand or uphold to the same standards as the stand and seam. As far as the wind resistance and all, it is a very good roof system that can be provided up to a 40-year manufacturer warranty on top of the labor warranty that the contractor will provide. So there's a few little downfalls with it. That comes with price, like screw replacement after 20 years of the roof being installed on there, and it being a thinner gauge metal, so not being able to withstand hail as good. So you kind of, again, get what you pay for in that. You've got your premium that you're going to pay, basically double or a little more than double for, and then you've got your standard corrugated.
So the question is, why should you hire a professional to put on your asphalt shingle or metal roof versus putting it on yourself? This is the answer to that question. The reason why you always want to make sure that you have a professional is it's not, if we were to take it to the equivalent of maintenance on your car, we're not talking about an oil change, we're talking about a engine replacement. You wouldn't go tackle an engine replacement on your car yourself, same as you wouldn't go tackle replacing your roof yourself. That's about the equivalent of it. You have multiple different parts and aspects of your roof that you will either overlook or not have the tools to do it correctly, things like that. It's just not a good idea. Even if you're very experienced in the field, you may not have the equipment that you need to do it. It's always good to have a licensed, bonded, and insured contractor that's going to stand behind what he does and give you a product that's going to last as long as he tells you it's going to last, and the warranties tell you that it's going to last.
If I could add to that, one of the another aspect of that is the timeliness of how soon a job gets done. If a homeowner were to try to tackle this themselves, it's going to be a thing that is done over an equivalent of 2 to 3 weeks, or even possibly turn into months. And of course, this roof is protecting everything below that, everything in your house, your complete structure. So if you're doing that over time, you're a lot more probable to get leaks on your house, and especially through the summer months where you have pop-up showers come up, where if you turn to a professional to have this done, most professionals on an average size house can turn the thing completely over in about a 2 to 3 day project. So you're not left, holding the bag whenever you have a pop-up rainstorm come. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope the information that we shared has helped y'all. Again, this is Daniel Wyatt and Jonathan Wyatt with In His Hands Contractors. Feel free to check us out on the web at inhishandscontractors.com or like us on Facebook. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and turn on the notifications so that you can know whenever we have more content coming your way.